Happy 4th of July there, folks. I don't really get out and enjoy the fireworks. Not my thing. I did tinker on some of the C24s today, which I haven't done in a while. They've just been kind of collecting dust. So I did a few things here, which I'm going to outline. So this one, in case you haven't watched, and some of my old videos about this one. This one is a C24. It is stock except for the wheels and the front bumper and grille. Other than that, it's completely stock. Now, here's where I got playing today. Okay, so we had the C14, the C24-1, and this was originally a C14. It's just been pieced together with different parts. Well, the parts that were on this, I was having some issues with suspension and whatnot. Oh, here's what I ended up doing. Okay, this ended up with the chassis from the C24-1, completely stock. This is pretty much a stock truck except for visuals. Which really it's just kind of a beater. Okay, so we'll put that one over there. Now, here's the big thing that I did. Okay, so this thing, basically what's done with this thing is I took the chassis underneath from the C14 and put it under this, which it has 2-speed gearbox, metal drive lines. It's got the Res 3V in it. Kit tires, had kit tires on it, so I switched the kit tires over. So this is done up kind of nice. I want to put some metal axles under this. I think this will be a good little truck again, and I can start playing with some more. Now, here's this thing. This thing is kind of a Frankenstein now. My C54 ended up pillaged. It had some gremlins that I couldn't figure out. Well, it turned out it was the Res 3 card once I put it all in this thing. So I'll probably buy another C54 though. Buy a red one instead of that tan color that I don't really like. So here's what I did to this. Okay, so we got the C14 body and bed. Okay, and you'll notice it has C54 tires on it. Okay, now what I had to use one trick on this doing this particular setup. Okay, so we got the actual C24 chassis rails, the counter rotating box out of the C54, which has a 260 motor. Use the axles and the links off of the C54 links got used. The shocks, I had to reuse the C14 or C24 shocks because they would not, with this body, the C54 shocks would not allow the body to fit. So that didn't happen. Like I said, I put the Res 3V out of the C54. It's got some problems. So I'm gonna have to replace the board to make this truck work right. So it's got the C54 links. The axles are C54. The gearbox is C54. So a lot of the underpinnings are C54 on a C24 chassis. Okay, and running the C54 tires because this thing sits taller than, at least in the back, sits taller than your typical C14. It's kind of hard to tell. It sits a tiny bit taller, which is really hard to tell in that picture. For some reason the front sits about the same. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to cut fenders because the tires are probably gonna rub. In the back, they don't. They don't contact the fenders in the back. So I might have to cut these a little bit. All they do, I think I'm just gonna have to mildly cut the fender wells because the suspension pretty much just about bottoms out about the time that the tire hits the fender. So just a little experiment I thought I'd try out. Yeah, so one of my plans is to buy another C24, probably a red one, and do that one, probably kind of leave it stock-ish. You know, maybe do, you know, a few upgrades, you know, the drive longs, the kit tires, and probably wouldn't be too bad. Oh, but right now I'm also working on my C24s. I got some work to do on those, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, really, I'm not buying too many more RCs for a while. Just gonna work on the ones I got. So I'm gonna try to get after I get the board issue taken care of, I'll try to give you guys a run video on this thing and see how it does. So basically, what is wrong with this board, and it was doing it in the C54 as well, is you turn the truck on, you roll around probably about 10 feet, and then 10-12 feet, the truck stops and is dead. Literally dead. Doesn't do anything. You turn the truck off and turn it back on, it's normal again. You run another 12 feet and then it shuts off. Now with the C54, what it was doing, it still had the headlights and everything in it, and it would do that and the headlights would flash. So I think, like I said, I think it's got a bad board. It had a bad board. So yeah, or I might use the diesel one. I think I have a diesel one laying around here somewhere. Use that one without the speaker. So anyways, I will update when I get a little further along something, either on these or the C74s. So I got some work on one of the C54 or C74s. And anyways, stay tuned. More is coming.